everyone. Welcome to Senior Moments. I'm Linda Brayman. Have you made a New Year's resolution yet, or maybe several, determined to keep them this year? What about a resolution to watch Senior Moments every month? It could be very entertaining. Senior Moments covers events and activities at senior centers in the Ann Arbor-Ypsilanti area, such as the Ann Arbor Senior Center, Turner Senior Resource Center, Pittsfield Senior Center, and the Ann Arbor Community Center. Also, the show provides valuable information for senior citizens on such issues as health, wealth, finance, and entertainment. Senior Moments is a monthly show. It premieres on the last Sunday of the month at 5 p.m. and it reruns 10 times a week on CTN Channel 16. Please check out our website, a2gov.org/CTN for the playback schedule. Also, you can watch the show on YouTube. Please log on to youtube.com/CTN Ann Arbor to view current and archived shows. Thanks to your tremendous support, the Senior Moments show has been televised for over 19 years. Anybody out there remember the first show? With such a great audience, Senior Moments will surely continue to serve you for years to come.
Hello everyone, I'm Brigitte Maassen. Our guest today is Katie Monkevich from the Washtenaw Library for the Blind, Physically Disabled in the Ann Arbor District Library. Hello and welcome, Katie. I'm so thankful you're coming here and spending your time and telling us about what are you doing at the library. First, we would like to find out something about you.
Okay.
What is your background? Where were you born and what brings you to Ann Arbor?
So I was born in Detroit, Michigan, and I was raised in Milford, Michigan, which is part of Oakland County. And so it's not that far from Ann Arbor to make it here. So I started my undergrad at Eastern and I moved to Ann Arbor, then stayed for graduate school at University of Michigan, and now I've been here ever since, decided to never leave.
Wonderful. Yeah. And so how did you end up working at the library?
Well, I never really thought about working at a library before. I have a master's degree in social work and it wasn't something that had occurred to me. But I was helping somebody else job search at the time and I saw this job listing where you could work with folks who have disabilities and also with the library, and I love to read, and I thought, well, this could be a great fit that I'd never even considered. And 11 years later, it turns out I was right.
Great.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And so before you, what did you do before you were working for the library?
Well, it was mostly in school. I was a server at a restaurant for 10 years. That's how I got through school. And then I briefly worked in employment services, which is where I saw the listing.
Great,
yeah.
Wonderful. And then also, what are they doing at the library for the blind and disabled? And and what's the role for the organization?
So what we do is we provide materials for folks who are unable to read standard print, whether that is because you can't read the print because it's so small and need something a little bit larger, which would be like a large print book, or if it's because you'd like to hold this book for an hour and get some good reading in, but your hands don't hold the book for that long anymore, then we would provide the service so you could listen to an audiobook instead of having to hold the book.
It makes it a lot easier because I know I have a little problem with vision, not severe, and it takes after a while I get tired of reading, and I think listening to books makes it a lot easier.
It does.
Too. So it's very helpful.
Yep.
Okay, and then actually you brought some devices today to show us what is available.
All right, so I brought a couple of things. This actually isn't a device, but something to be aware of that we have. This is our large print books. So you can see that the print is just a little bit larger than standard, so that makes it a little bit easier. And these are delivered through the mail in these bags. So there's a little card in here that has somebody's address on it. We'll mail it out to them, and then they flip it around. Then it's got our address on it, and they just send it right back. And that all is free matter for the blind and physically disabled, so there's no postage required for that. And these items go out the same way. It's all free matter for the blind, but this is kind of the big exciting thing that people like. This is the digital talking book machine. And this will play these digital cartridges that come through the mail in these cases. And it's just a really easy device to use. All the buttons say what they do when you press them. So I'm just going to give you a little example.
Player on. Press any button to learn about its function. Battery. Rewind. Press this rewind button once to move backward 5 seconds in the book.
So it explains how to use the player as you're learning to use it. So it's a really neat device for people who maybe aren't as technologically savvy as some other folks. For those folks who are into technology, there's an app for that these days. So the Bard mobile app is what folks can use on their phone or other device. But otherwise, we can stick with this player.
So you have to have this device at home. So can you rent it too, or how does that work?
When somebody signs up for service, we supply them with one of these, and they can keep it until they're finished using the service for whatever reason.
So do you have plenty of those to go around for people?
We do at the moment. We will be transitioning to a different player, so they're no longer producing them, but they're refurbished in Lansing, and so far we have not run into a problem with being able to supply everybody who needs one.
Can you buy this as well?
Nope. No, they're supplied for free through the Library of Congress.
Okay, yep. I see. Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean, this is great.
Yeah,
you can have some, you don't have to pay for it.
Yep.
This is absolutely
wonderful. And super easy to use. You can't put this in the wrong way. It won't go in. So you just stick your book in, and you don't have to...
End of book.
You don't have to rewind.
The Saturday
Sorry. You don't have to rewind it or anything like that when you're done, because this is just basically a USB drive that's been enclosed in plastic.
Do you have quite a demand for this?
We have people calling every day to get books, so it's just like a regular library service. But like I said, some people are able to do it on their own through the app, and so we don't hear from everybody who uses the service.
Do you think most libraries have this in, around the country?
Yeah, this is a nationwide service through the National Library Service. So no matter where you live in the U.S., there is a library that will serve you.
Have to provide this?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean, this is great. I mean, because I know from several people who are disabled and in Europe, and they don't have those wonderful services like we do in this country. I think we are quite advanced when it comes to helping people with disabilities. So we're very fortunate.
Yes, we are.
And plus, we are fortunate where we are living right now. Like 20 years ago, you didn't have any of those.
Right.
And people were really, kind of, what do you do if you can read or you can see? Right. So this is absolutely fantastic. You know, I'm so happy that we have those, everything there.
Yeah.
So you send us some questions, and then also you have those devices, and then the talking books, and then also, thank you for showing all this.
Yeah.
And then, is there anything else at the library for seniors, and just for normal? I mean, I shouldn't say normal, but people who don't have vision problems.
Yeah, well, we have a lot going on. Just recently, we've been getting in the holiday spirit. We've been holding lots of events in our downtown lobby. We had a little production of the Nutcracker, and we had a classical bells.
You mean a ballet or something?
Yes. We had a smaller version of the ballet.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I would have come.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, we may do it again, so look for it.
This year?
No, next year.
Oh, okay.
I would imagine. And then every year we do our classical bells concert. We just had that, and our Tiny Expo craft fair as well. So that's all stuff that we do to get ready for the holidays. So look for all of that next year.
Okay.
But upcoming, we've got a couple of things. Something that I've been working on lately is a reoccurring event called Folk Song Jam Along. And this event invites folks to come to the different library branches, so it varies where it's at, but it's the last Monday of the month. We invite people to come and bring their jamming instruments. We've had banjos and guitars,
Oh, that
a
sounds
keyboard.
fun, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like a group karaoke thing. So we project the words
Right.
on the screen and there's chords and we all sing and jam along. So,
Oh,
yeah, it's
that's
really fun.
wonderful.
Yeah.
And then is there anything else to talk? I mean, you probably
Yeah, I have
mentioned
lots.
everything.
I
Yeah,
have lots
so,
that I can
I mean,
talk
you know,
about.
we're really interested to
Yeah,
know what's all going
for
on at the
sure.
library.
Well, a couple other things that I can talk about. Let's see, I've got a mental list here. One thing coming up that we want people to know about, it's not for a while, but it's in May. On May 13th, we're going to be having our Visions Vendor Fair. So this is a vendor and services fair for folks who have visual or physical disabilities. So it's a big event that we
Wow.
just spend the whole
Yeah.
day talking about that. We've got speakers who come in throughout the day, and there's food that you can buy, and it's just a great sort of community event that we love having. Some of our patrons who might not always make it into the library really come out
Yeah.
for Visions.
Is
So
it every year?
it's every year.
I'm
Yeah, every
finding-
year in May.
Listen, I'm living here for 40 years and I'm finding out all kind of things in Ann Arbor. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really no wonder Ann Arbor is a gem, you know, with
Yeah.
all the resources we have here, which is
Yeah.
absolutely great. So, I'm so happy you're coming here, and I want to thank you for coming and taking your time. Is there anything else maybe you would like to add? Maybe I didn't ask you, or which would be helpful for our viewers?
I think that it would be helpful for the viewers to go to our website at aadl.org. That way you can see all of the events that are coming up. You can look and see what volunteer opportunities there might
great,
be if
yeah.
people are interested in that. We've also got some really cool podcasts these days. I know we've got a really interesting one if anybody out there is a fan of Alfred Hitchcock. We've got a great, there you go, you might want to check out the
Yeah.
podcast on our website.
Oh.
There's a guy that works at the library who's just a really big fan of Hitchcock, and he's made this excellent podcast about it. So that's something that our website is sort of evolving all the time, and there's new things to check out. So that's something that I would suggest.
Fantastic. Great.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm finding out so many things,
Yeah.
so I better check the website myself.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that I missed the Nutcracker. I would have loved to have come there, you know, and told people about it.
Yeah.
But anyway, again, I want to thank you for taking the time to come here and help us, and especially our viewers, to see what is available, because you probably will get quite some people come to the library to check things out, because a lot of people are not aware what is really all available.
Yeah.
So thank you very, very much again.
You are very welcome.
Yes.
Thanks for
Okay.
having me.
Yes, and today we had Katie Monkevich for the Washtenaw Library for the Blind and Physically Disabled at the Ann Arbor District Library. Thank you for watching. Thank you again for coming.
You're welcome. Thanks.
No! Yes!
Thank you for joining us on Senior Moments. I hope you enjoyed the show. May you be true to your resolutions, and may the new year bring happiness and love and abundance. I'm Linda Brayman. See you next time.